baby, you're so classic.
Mashi.
Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Return to the Mac. Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up. First shot, come strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Some of the like.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Graphics Campus. Mr. Secretary, Mr. Mayor, Ms. Speaker, Ms. Borough President, Mr. Chancellor, Mr. Commissioner, and of course, our all-stars, Mr. LeBron James, Mr. Stephen Curry, and distinguished guests. My name is Haston Perez, and I'm a student here at the Business of Sports School, aka BOSS. BOSS is one of the 5 schools here at the Graphics Campus, along with Urban Assembly Gateway, Mathers Building Art, Graphic Communication Art, and Success Academy. At BOSS, we learned the essentials of how to speak publicly, but I never expected to have an audience like this, including 2 of the best players to ever play the game. I'm so excited that as a campus, we are able to share this newly renovated gym. Thank you so much to the NBA and the New York City Department of Education for all that you have put into this. It's an exciting day for all students campus-wide. Just a few weeks ago, we had gym on buckled wooden floors and cinder block walls, and now, look at it. I want to thank our principal, Dr. Solomon, our assistant principal, Ms. Choi, and our athletic director, Mr. Tennell, for helping us build such an amazing PSAL and PE program for all the schools. I also like to thank our art teacher, Mr. Williams, for creating the new 49ers logo, which you can see up there. And a special thank you to John Shea and DSF for building such a gorgeous gym. All of us students, thank you. And now I'd like to turn it over to our Master of Ceremonies, NBA TV studio host, Matt Weiner.
Thank you, Haston. You know, the NBA has an age requirement to enter the league. At the moment, NBA TV does not, but after that introduction, we may want to revisit that policy. Great job, Haston. Great to be here in New York City. All-Star Weekend is obviously a signature event for the league, certainly for us on NBA TV as well, and it's great no matter where we are, but it feels that much bigger in New York and Brooklyn where the game is held sacred. It is so great to be here. And great to be here at Graphics Campus in Manhattan as part of NBA Fit, All-Star Fit Friday. Then again, it's 15 degrees outside. Who am I kidding? It's great to be inside anywhere right now. So many with the league and the NBA family have played a huge role in events like this. I'm proud to be even a little bit attached, just as a broadcaster, to some of the work being done by the NBA family, including current players, team and league executives, partners, government, community leaders, as the league continues its long-standing tradition of leaving a positive, lasting legacy in all-star host cities in myriad ways. And in this case, celebrating the NBA's season-long commitment of reaching 1 million city youth through fun, fitness-related basketball activities. Absolutely. Today, as part of NBA All-Star Fit Friday, the NBA family is hosting 100 basketball clinics at New York City public schools and packing 160,000 pounds of food donations for New Yorkers in need. And as Haston mentioned, and the students here know full well, over the last few weeks, this gym has undergone a major renovation, total makeover here, and today we'll dedicate this newly refurbished basketball floor, one of 10 courts that has been refurbished in the city as part of NBA All-Star Weekend. And of course, none of this work would be possible without the support of great partners working together, and we'd like to welcome some of them here today. Representing Kaiser Permanente, who through our partnership work with the NBA to help communities stay active, eat healthy, and live well, please say hello to Kaiser Permanente, Senior Vice President, Marketing and Digital Services, Christine Page. This partner dishes out assists like no other and is helping refurbish those 10 basketball courts I spoke of across the 5 boroughs, including the one here today. Please welcome, from State Farm, the Assistant Vice President of Marketing, Beth Ward. We're proud to have with us more than 100 cadets joining the NBA family today in the 5 boroughs as part of the NBA Hoops for Troops commitment to service program. Please welcome Colonel Stephen M. Merkel from West Point. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your service. The next two gentlemen know all too well what basketball means to the city of New York and in Brooklyn, and they've been great partners throughout the season for the league in setting up this partnership of 2 different teams co-hosting an All-Star Weekend. From the Brooklyn Nets, General Manager Billy King. And the General Manager of the New York Knicks, Steve Mills. Before we get started with our program, we also want to welcome in our viewers on NBA TV this afternoon, part of our continuing coverage of All-Star Weekend 2015. And with that, let's get started. We'd like to introduce a man who is known for his commitment to developing future leaders of this country. And if you've seen him in the celebrity game in years past, you also know he's got some game of his own. The U.S. Secretary of Education, Arne Duncan, everyone.
I'm thrilled to be here. I'll just say a couple quick things. I think you're here to, I think you want to hear from these 2 gentlemen and not from me. First, I want to thank Adam Silver and the NBA. Please give him a huge round of applause for everything he does. And the NBA has been an amazing partner around my Brother's Keeper initiative. We're proud to announce high school graduation rates are at all-time highs. Every single one of you here has to not just graduate from high school, but go on to college. The NBA and others have been great, great partners. How many of you would like to be ball players like these 2 gentlemen here? Raise your hands. So let me just say something about them. They're just not great players, they're great individuals, they're great people. And whether it's giving back to the community, whether it's helping us reduce dropout rates and increase graduation rates, they are doing that every single day. Please give them a huge round of applause. And let me just say, we may not all make the NBA. That was my dream growing up, and I wasn't quite good enough, so they sent me to the other side of the world, to Australia to play. But we can all be great human beings. We can all help others growing up. And the big thing that I was taught when I was your age is chase that dream, whether it's becoming a basketball player or whatever it might be, but catch an education. And the most important thing you guys can do is get a great education. To go to school every single day, to pay attention, to work hard, to get good grades. If you do that, you're going to have a world of opportunity ahead of you. And it may be the NBA or the WNBA or it may be something else. But if you don't work hard in the classroom, you can't be successful. So chase those dreams, catch that education, look up to positive role models like these guys, keep working hard, make your families proud, make your communities proud, make this school proud. We're so thrilled you have a great gym to play in now. Have a great day. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Secretary Duncan. Great to have you with us here today. Next up, it's another native New Yorker, the new Executive Director of the National Basketball Players Association. Please welcome Michelle Roberts.
I'm like Arnie. I know who you want to hear from, so I'm going to be very, very brief. And say this, I did grow up in New York City. I grew up in the South Bronx, and it was an everyday occurrence to hear the sound of young men, even after it got dark, playing basketball. And so one of my favorite lullabies has been the sound of a ball dribbling and the grunts and the groans of the young men who were calling each other's fouls. And when I left New York City, it was a sound that I missed terribly. I didn't hear it in the suburbs. I didn't hear it in Connecticut when I went to undergrad, or in California when I went to law school. And so what's fabulous about coming back to New York, coming back full circle, is now living in Harlem, I hear the sound of those balls dribbling at night with young men and young women who want to be where these two brothers are today. So New York is a basketball city. It makes absolute sense that my first All-Star should take place in New York. Proud to be here, and I too want to hear what they have to say.
And we're getting to that. Next up, though, is the Commissioner of the NBA and a man coming off of one of the greatest rookie seasons in league history, Mr. Adam Silver.
Thanks, everyone. I just have a few thank yous. First of all, to Kaiser Permanente and State Farm, thank you so much for supporting this incredible project here. And to the New York Knicks and to the Brooklyn Nets, as Matt said, this is a unique partnership, two teams hosting an All-Star together. It's the first ever we've done this in the league, so thank you both very much to the Knicks and Nets. It's been fantastic. To the National Basketball Players Association, led by Michelle Roberts. It's a wonderful partnership between two organizations. It allows us to do things like this, to focus on the community. And as Matt said earlier, a mainstay of All-Star Weekend, there aren't that many tickets available. That's the problem. We play in small arenas and we have so many fans here. So instead, we can come directly out into the communities and try to make a difference. In this case, on this NBA Fit Friday, we have 100 basketball clinics in all 5 boroughs, so 20 clinics in each borough on just today. And over the course of this season, the goal of All-Star Weekend, and we're going to hit it, is to have a direct impact on 1 million young boys and girls like we see here today with the NBA. So I can only thank the Knicks and Nets and everyone in New York City who's made that possible. Lastly, just a message directly to the young people here, and I want to echo something that Secretary of Education Duncan said. You got to all just be realistic in life, and while we all dream big, not everybody's going to be able to shoot the lights out like Steph Curry, and not everybody's going to have the kind of power, mobility, and ability to dunk and move in the kind of speed you see on the court like LeBron James. But what Secretary Duncan said was, all of you can have that same work ethic. All of you can bring that same discipline to whatever you believe in. All of you can bring passion to what you believe in every day. Those are things we all share, regardless of your physical abilities. So I encourage all of you, whether it's professional athletics or college athletics where you dream, or it's to work in the league office like me and being a lawyer or an accountant or a salesperson, bring that same discipline, hard work, and passion to everything you do. So thank you again for having us here today.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Silver. With all due respect to the accomplished dignitaries in the room, if I'm one of the kids out here in the audience today, the headline for me is probably going to be that I got to see 2 of the elite basketball players on the entire planet here today, so we'll get to them next. In LeBron James and Steph Curry, we have with us a 4-time MVP, and many would argue the leading candidate for MVP of this season right now. We have, most people would say, the best player on the planet and the best shooter on the planet. And by all-star votes and jersey sales, indisputably the 2 most popular NBA players at this moment here in this room with us today. So let's bring them up, LeBron James and Stephen Curry. You guys, mics, you can stand wherever you want. How are we doing?
Doing well.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too,
What's
Matt.
going on, Steph?
How you doing?
I'm good. Last time I saw you, we were in Spain.
That's right. Winning the World Cup gold medal.
That's
So
right.
That was fun this summer.
Adding to the long list on the resume. Pretty good. LeBron, take me back to when you were the age of some of these kids. What would it have meant to you to have you here in front of them?
I wouldn't have been this quiet. No way. If Michael Jordan and Anthony Penny Hardaway or Scottie Pippen would have came up here while I was their age, I'd have asked for something. But
who says they won't?
They probably would. They got some good teachers, I see. So, but it's great for me to be here. I know Steph, man, to be able to, just we appreciate you guys, and you guys looking at us, but we appreciate y'all because y'all keep us motivated to do what we do on and off the floor every single night. So, I'm happy to be here.
And Steph, you grew up around the NBA. For the kids who don't know it, I certainly remember your dad in the NBA, one of the great shooters of his era. He played 16 years in the league. So you grew up around this stuff. Maybe you were a little less in awe of NBA players.
No, I still was.
Oh, maybe you were. Okay.
For sure.
What should the kids know about you guys?
That we're real people off the court, and we appreciate, like LeBron mentioned, we were in your shoes at a certain point. I used to be fortunate enough to be, Matt said, be it in the locker room with my dad and meet his teammates and things like that. But I used to go to camps, go to sessions like these, and sit and just hear what guys that I looked up to had to say. And there's obviously some great points that they've mentioned about how you can approach whatever you're passionate about in life, whether it's basketball, sports, or whatever, and taking that and applying that to your life and being disciplined and having fun. So I'm glad you all are here, and we're gonna have a good time. Well,
for those of you who don't know, LeBron James played last night in Chicago, scored 31 in a loss, but scored 31. Cavaliers are red hot right now, and this is part of the deal, right? You play last night, you fly to Cleveland. You get on another plane, fly to New York to come to an event like this.
Yeah. And I was a little upset that I got in so late, but when I knew where I was going today, this afternoon, and who I was going to be around, I was able to turn the switch right on, seeing these kids. I don't really care about the cameras too much. I could do this with the kids. We can have our own session after the cameras leave, and I'm all for it. But this is unbelievable for, like you said, everyone that had something to do with this to be able to give these kids this right here. I didn't play on the court like this when I was younger. It was outdoor courts. It was makeshift courts and things of that nature. So for them to be able to, live out their dream and have so many role models around them. Hopefully we can inspire you guys, but you guys have the data. I see the older ones sitting in here with you guys that probably take care of you guys every day, and you just listen to them, listen to your parents, listen to your teachers, and hopefully me and Steph can continue to give y'all inspiration as well, what we do best.
My high school court was very similar to this, but the difference is my coach kept telling me to get off. go over there. Golden State Warriors. A revelation this year. Everybody knew you guys were good, but under a new coach, Steve Kerr, nearly unbeatable so far this season. Why do you think that is? What has been the difference between good and great so far?
Going through the experiences we have in the last couple of years, we've had the same core together, and when you fail a couple of times, you learn from those failures, and you get back up stronger and try to figure it out. So. Our dream obviously is to be where LeBron's been twice now, winning a championship, and that's the mission. And it's not just me, it's not just Klay Thompson, who's an all-star. We have a great team, and we do it together. So, we're excited about the opportunity in front of us, and we're gonna enjoy this weekend and then get back to work. I can piggyback that a little bit too. It doesn't hurt that the best player on the team goes from pretty good to great, too.
That also helps, yeah. I mentioned Steph is, in the opinion of many, the leading candidate for MVP. You already have 4 of these things. I happen to have a vote, by the way. So if you'd like to lobby, this is the time to do it. But in your mind, is he the guy to beat right now?
I think so. I think, himself and James Harden has been doing some great things. But their record, what they've been able to do, all season, in the Bay and then on the road as well. When you look at team success and you look at his play, I don't think you can dispute that. So, hopefully I continue to rack up some wins, keep doing what I'm doing, but those guys are rolling, and it's because of him.
Finally, All-Star Weekend here in New York. The game, of course, Sunday at Madison Square Garden. I mentioned off the top that All-Star Weekend just feels 10% bigger here in the city. You know that arena well. You've had some big nights in that arena as well. What is different about playing at MSG?
The history that's gone on in that building. And I don't know if I can speak for LeBron, but I know you circle that game when you're coming to play at Madison Square Garden, and it's a special feeling. The vibe is different. The bus ride to the arena, it feels different. The lights in the arena, they just get you going, and you want to play well there, because for us being on the West Coast, we only get one shot a year. So, thankfully, being an All-Star this year and having the game at Madison Square Garden, it's going to be truly special. It's my second one, so I'm going to enjoy it to the fullest. And I know the city hosting us and doing a great job of spreading the love of basketball to all our fans. It means a lot.
Can't wait to watch it. Guys, appreciate you being here. Steph Curry, LeBron James, everybody. We have a basketball court to dedicate here, and we're going to do that now. The NBA family will host a special basketball and fitness clinic so we can give it a try as well, because there's nothing worse than a brand new basketball court that nobody is using, which is the case right now. For those of you watching on NBA TV, continue to enjoy our coverage of All-Star Weekend here in Manhattan and Brooklyn. We'll see you soon. And for those in the room, let's get to our ribbon-cutting ceremony and dedicate this floor. Thanks so much for everybody for being here today. Clinic. Media, stay where you are. And everyone else, remain in your seats, please.
You want to stand in front of one of these lines, help them out, pick a line, stand in front of them. All right, you know your teams. You're going to have about 10 to 12 in each one of these lines. We have 8 lines right over here. You can just pick one of the lines.
Okay, thank you.
All right. We are almost ready for our court dedication clinic. Coaches are getting in place. Any of our volunteers, you can come to the side.
I'm sorry. Camera's right in my way. All right. Sorry about that. Camera in front of mine.
I'm sorry, I'm taking video.
I understand that, but you keep sticking your camera right in front of mine. I'm doing the same thing.
See if you can get behind me then, in a different spot. Sorry. I gotta get a shot.
Watch your foot. I gotta keep walking right quick. You made it.